Okay, the water looks nice and clean and fairly shallow. That's good. This is my kind of creek. Yeah, perfect conditions. I just don't know if there's anything over here or not. There has to be, though. This close to downtown with bricks in it. Well, so far I don't see any glass at all. Okay, up here on this big sandbar I do see glass, but not really old enough. And then over here it's nothing but rock. So much rock over here. Not likely any bottles would be in here. Okay, we have something interesting about the bank here. All these bricks over here make me wonder, could there be some bottles mixed in these bricks? Yeah, I don't know if I want to keep going that way. I definitely think there's more potential down this way because the actual big dumps are over this way. So, okay, approximately 100 yards farther. It's starting to look interesting on this bank. But very little glass and none of it's old. Oh no. Getting really deep over here. I wasn't expecting to have to turn around so quickly. I really don't want to get wet. It's at least 2 foot. Okay, I decided to take the high road and go an extra 100 yards on the dry land and then come back in. Yeah, I'm not going to backtrack. It doesn't look too good that way. Okay, we got a sandbar and some stuff gathered up on it. Not much. And again, it's fairly modern. Well, there's the best find right there. ACL from the 60s with no paint left. Yeah, I don't like the look of this. Okay, here we are at the beginning of the 1920 dump. Goes all the way up to 1950. A lot of people walk this creek. It looks like somebody might have just been here yesterday. And you can see footprints right here. There's no reason somebody would walk here other than to look for bottles. So that means we're not going to find any unless we actually dig. But as you can see, there's many hundreds of pieces of glass at least. That's very interesting. Broken on the top, of course, but a scarce bottle from around 1920. It's from Raleigh, and it's the Jones. Looks like somebody's been sampling the bank over here. And again over here. Yeah, it looks fairly recent. Yeah, looks like this dump is just about over with. Going swimming, are you? Get it? That was the swimsuit lady. Okay, we could make an arrowhead out of that. Well, I don't really know how to do it, but somebody else might want it. What the hell? It's a Congress mineral waters from the 1870s. Interesting. Got a pirate's belt buckle here. Interesting that they would put the mark on the edge up there instead of the middle. And yep, the footprints continue over here. Yeah, today's Monday, so somebody was probably over here this weekend. But they missed this. Not too bad. And they missed this, but of course it's melted. But it is definitely around 1909 or 10. I don't know, somebody might want that for $1. Okay, there's a broken straight set of Coke. Yeah, this is just not producing. I didn't really expect it would, but there's definitely some stuff over there in those woods. Not as old as we'd like, but definitely gonna find some stuff. And here we are at the bridge to Terabithia. I hope I don't fall in and drown. Spoiler alert. I don't even think I need to walk across it today. It's shallow enough and I still have my rubber boots on. If in 1982 they were digging a dump from 1912, that would be a 70-year-old dump. So what would 70 years old be in 2022? It would be a 1952 dump. And that's what this is. So, yeah, it doesn't seem as exciting, but it's just as logical, isn't it? Remember back in 1982, bottles really weren't that expensive. And Boss drugstores were only like $3. Straight set of Cokes were averaging $9. Okay, I'm digging where I was digging several months back. I got the hole opened up 4 times bigger, and I just hooked onto a Coke bottle. And it looks to be intact. Of course, it's going to be a D patent. And from Raleigh, probably. Yeah, there it is. It's a Raleigh. But let's see how much case wear it has. What? It's got a pretty bad amount of wear on it, actually. Anyway, I might get $4 for it. Pantyhose, and they're almost in mint condition. Wow, there's a lot of them in here. Did somebody throw away like multiple pairs? And look at that. If I was into preserving vintage clothing, which I am, sort of, that's crazy. That was underground for 70 years. It's amazing what a cap of clay can do to preserve things around here. There's like tons of them in here. What the hell is going on with all these? Yeah, that's a first. Yeah, found 1 or 2 pairs in the late 40s and early 50s holes, but never 6 or 7. Alright, another soda looks like it's showing up. It's a knee-high. Finally, that's the first ACL we've actually found in here. Oh my god, and I didn't even think to bring the spray. Dang it. Not that this knee-high is worth anything, really. But if I find something good that's painted and the paint gets ruined, of course I'll be upset about it. Okay, we just found a gun. No, not a real gun. A Buck Rogers plastic gun. Smashed, but I don't know, could still be worth a few dollars. Whoa, I just pulled out a milk bottle, but it's not embossed or painted. What the heck? But it is the first milk bottle to come out. It's weird, it's got those little bumps all over the bottom. It's only the second milk I've ever seen like that. Must be a really late one. About 6 months before they switched to the square style. Okay, looks like we have another cobble skirt. Wait, could it be 2 of them? Something else? 4/5 of something. That means it's a liquor bottle. Okay, it's intact, and it is a Raleigh again. And it has moderate case wear. And it's going to be a D patent. It is a D patent, but it's got the smaller writing on it. So that's another $4 bottle. And while I still have the camera on, I think we have another soda neck showing up here. Looks like a Pepsi. It's a red and white only. And all the paint is still there, it looks like. But will it last? Another one that's not too big of a loss if the paint does fall off. It's a Raleigh as well. Okay, another Coke bottle. Let's have a look. Oh man, this one's a patent office. What year did they start those? 1951 or 52? It is from Goldsboro, though. Anything from Goldsboro is very popular, so even with it being from the early 50s, it's probably worth $5 or $6. Okay, we're digging a 1952-53 layer, and I just found something, and I thought, could that possibly be one of those later Skull and Crossbones poison bottles? And yes, it is. It's a weird little one. Believe it or not, I dig so much late stuff and I have never found one of these before. It's crazy. People digging right beside me would find 2 or 3 of them and I would be like, what? Why can't I find any? So that is a pretty good bottle. Crazy to be in a 50s dump. It made the day. I found a sapphire glass. I don't know why some of these are only half as dark. I used to have a theory that the lighter ones were from the World War II era. I guess it could still be true because, you know, it might take 5 or 6 years to use up a bottle of Vicks. Plenty of these sit in people's medicine cabinets for many years. Got an interesting one here. It's an antique IV bottle. Those are actually quite valuable. You can see the measurements right here. Then you got this recessed area for a metal strip that would have the IV hook over it. So yeah, I've only found a few of these in my life, and this one is different. Not as old as the others. The others were like late 30s, early 40s. But even these newer ones on eBay go for crazy money. There's people selling ones from the 1970s and early 80s on there for $40 and $50, $60 a piece. So if that's true, this should be worth $100. I don't think it will sell that much, but I don't know. I'll put it on eBay and see what happens. Sure, it'll go for at least $40. Oh my lucky stars. I found the Clorox. This is so incredible. There is only 317 million of these. Yeah, I think I don't need that. Okay, we got quite a layer here, but mostly pulverized. And even way down here, we're still pulling 53s. This entire layer is actually 1953. I found a rare ACL. Any of you nylon whitener bottle collectors want to give me $45 for this? Just let me know. But for real, have you ever heard of such a thing? Special bleach for your pantyhose, is that what that is? It's been a while since I found a soda bottle. There's a piece of an old Mr. Boston with the ACL, but I do have another hobble skirt coming out. And these things are pretty tough apparently, because most of them are coming out intact. I've only found a couple of broken ones. It is from Raleigh and it's got that semicircle, so that means it's going to be the patent office variety from 1952. Okay, found a marble. Not too exciting. And then we got our first half pint milk. What does it say on the shoulder anyway? Okay, Pine State. It's very faint. But Pine State things are very popular around here. And we also have another in the pint size. And it's also a Pine State, so even though they're not really that exciting to look at, the fact that it says Pine State will probably sell them fairly quickly. Alright, let's have a bit of actual digging happening here. This. See why I don't keep the camera on? It's kind of boring unless, you know, only 1 out of every 10 bottles is worth something. Alright, we've got another hobble skirt Coke coming out. And it is intact. Not full. See, it's not full. It's empty. Okay, so what do we got? A done. It's an average town for having a Coke bottle from. It is a patent office and it is in near mint condition. So we'll probably get $5 for it eventually. Alright, just found a Dixie Belle. I guess it's either a whiskey or a wine flask. But you know, these days, anything with the word Dixie on it is worth something. Alright, we got another hobble skirt showing up. Oh, damn, it's chipped up. It is just from Raleigh, and it's just a patent office. And now we got a Milkaroonie. What is it? Another Pine State, of course. But that's another $5, so I think we're right at about $100 worth of stuff in 3 hours. That's not bad. Okay, let's have a look at a few other things I found without filming it. So this is obviously broken, but I could saw it off right there. Would it be worth it? Probably not, but maybe. Then we found a knee-high that lost its paint because it was down in the wetter, deep parts. And then we got a squib. Very plain Jane looking, but people actually collect squib bottles. Then we have a Bayer aspirin that's embossed 4 times, so it's probably worth a couple dollars. And I have been saving a lot of caps. There's a whole pile of them right here. So, and we also got this one. No, it doesn't have the embossing, but still, it's got a nice color. What else have we got? We got a Philadelphia. It is a 1953 corker, though. I don't know why they still made cork top whiskeys in the 50s. Okay, what else have we got? We got a champagne bottle. Don't think we need that. I think that's about it. I think it's about time to call it a day. Okay, I'm not really going to do a wrap up today. Just going to show the one best bottle. The Skull and Crossbones Poison. And if you want to stick around to see how the vintage nylons turned out, then you can, but that's really the only bottle worth talking about right there. I decided to go ahead and bring back some of the ones of these stockings that were in better condition. Yeah, they're not really pantyhose. I guess I should have known they're not really pantyhose. They just go to the middle of your thigh, so that's what they wore back in the 40s and 50s. But how many pairs of stockings from 70 years ago are still above ground? Probably not even 1% of them. They only lasted a year or less and were thrown away. So I'm going to wash these by hand and then we'll have a closer look at them. Okay, I've got them all washed up. I know it seems pretty weird to be saving these, but... And I've probably dug up probably 50 pairs of these. I usually just see these in the dirt and I just grab a hold of them and tear them apart. But these were so well preserved, I just thought, I mean, these are clean enough you could actually probably wear these even. I just looked on eBay out of curiosity for 1950s nylon hose. And some of these are selling for $25 a pair. I don't know that I'd be able to sell these, but because I'm thinking people would want to buy them to wear them, but it seems like it would be really weird if somebody ended up wearing something that was buried underground for 70 years. Also, I was thinking possibly that these are factory defects, because there are a lot of hosiery mills here in North Carolina. So maybe that's why somebody wadded up 10 pairs of them and just threw them away all at once. But they don't seem defective. I don't know, man, this is weird. Preserving some odd things today. But anyway, they don't take up much space. And they're not heavy. They're not going to cave in my floor like all these bottles are going to. So when I was looking on eBay, I noticed some of them have names, and I just saw a name on this one. Yeah, I think most of the ones that are high dollar ones have names like that printed on them. So I'm kind of undecided as to whether I ever want to go back to that dump, because 1953 is really modern. I think I should go back to digging the early stuff. Of course, it's a lot harder because I don't have any places lined up right now. Just gonna have to go door knocking, asking people if I can dig in their backyard. And most of these North Carolina people will say no for sure. It's not like digging in Arizona, where 65% of the people actually let me